Oh, let me scoot a bit forward. Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. You guys are probably wondering, Linton, why is your camera to your left? Why is your camera in front of you? Why is it not to your right? And the reason behind that is because we're doing a new type of video. It's still regarding MINOXIDIL, but it's just like, it's different. Me and JmusaATM, who is another MINOXIDIL user, who uses it on a regular basis, same as me. He's around 7 months on MINOXIDIL usage. Pretty dope. He's been, showing us his journey. He's been showing us what he's been doing, how he's been applying, why he started using it, how MINOXIDIL has changed his life. Very inspiring guy. So if you aren't subscribed, please go to him, hit subscribe, and if you're not subscribed to me, then you can come back and then subscribe to me, or vice versa. Do it first, do it after, whatever you guys want to do. Anyways, enough chit chat. Let's just hop into the video.
My name is JmusaATM. We back in here with another video for y'all.
Let's go.
I'm partnered up with my homeboy right here, man. Linton Wilson. What it do, baby?
Yo, what's going on? What's going on, guys? We're out here. MINOXIDIL, Rogan.
That's what's up, man. We on that beard gang. Hey, equate though. We on that
getting there.
shit.
I'm getting there.
We on that
I'm getting
shit.
there. You know what I mean? So something I want to start before we even hop into the video. I know most of you guys even clicking this video clicked it because you want to know if this shit works. You guys want to know if it's working, if we should hop on it, if we should not hop on it. I guarantee you, 2 months, even if you don't have a full beard, you're gonna see some kind of progress. Because progress is guaranteed when you're using this drug. So keep that in mind. It will work for you. The progress is solely based on genetics. So if you're clicking this video to find out, if you will grow a full beard, you won't fully know unless you hop on that journey by yourself. But I guarantee you, in 2 months, you will see some kind of progress. So the first question I actually want to ask you is, have you experienced any side effects whatsoever?
To be honest, I did, man. Like, I was stupid. Like, when I started this journey, I literally started off, taking, I think with the liquid brand, what the problem is, I was taking it twice a day, and my body was not, used to it. And I realized that only later on, months into the journey, that I should have just started off taking once a day and not even, filling it up all the way to the 1 milliliter line. Those were my biggest mistakes, because my side effects were heart palpitation, which a lot of other people have, and a severe headache. I mean, not severe, mild, but at times it felt like it was severe, you know what I mean? And just fatigue, I get really tired, and sometimes I'd have more sleep, you know what I mean, than I needed, and I'd still feel tired. And I was like, there's no way that this is natural. This got to be from the MINOXIDIL itself, you know what I mean? So those were the side effects.
I had something a bit similar to you, but I feel like my side effects were a bit more mild and they could have been avoided. First and foremost, I started off the exact same way as you. I would take 1 milliliter the cup, and then I would apply it twice a day, 12 a.m. and then 12 p.m. Vice versa, same thing. And the problem that I had is that I was doing this consistently while derma rolling twice a week, and I was just starting. You know what I mean? So this actually happened last week, which is why I changed my dosage from 2 days to actually 1 day. I had I don't know what it's called, but the side of your face starts to spasm. And the reason that happens is because the blood vessel is touching the muscle, which is causing it to spasm by itself. And the reason that was happening is because I rushed my progress. I was taking it twice a day, every single day, and derma rolling twice a day, or twice every week, you know what I mean? And that was damaging my skin a lot, and I was using so much of the drug that my skin couldn't handle it. Not necessarily saying, that I myself up, because after I changed my dosage to once a day, every single day, it went away completely. So just be mindful of how you're using the product and how well it's going to be working with your body, how well it's going to be working with your skin. Just be mindful of these things, because don't rush it, because you're going to screw yourself up.
For sure. You're right.
100%. My next question for you is why did you start?
To be honest, I wanted to start because I see in this generation, bro, I don't know what it is with these kids, bro, but they'll be 14 years old
with a full beard.
I had a friend just like that. You feel me?
100%. It's
wild. And then I remember in 6th grade or something, there's this guy named Tristan. He's a cool dude, you know what I mean? We still homies. But this guy literally had a freaking strong what is it? I can't even say it. What is it? Remind me.
Goatee. Yeah. He had a chin strap, right?
Yeah. He had a strong one, and his freaking mustache was nice and all that. 7th grade comes in, when we get back from summer, the dude has a freaking full on it was patchy, but he had a good beard for his age too. You know what I mean? And I was jealous as shit, bro. I was like, shit, why can't I have that? Why can't
Bro,
I have
it,
that?
it
I
was the, it was the
need
same it
that.
was the same shit with me because okay, I don't know if you guys know where Brampton is, but it's somewhere in Ontario in Canada. I went to this place called Brampton, and it was filled with a I don't want to be stereotypical or like say anything like prejudice
Yeah.
to anybody. I feel no prejudice towards anybody, but it
No
was filled with
cap.
a lot of it was filled
No
with a lot
cap.
of brown people, Indian people,
Yeah.
things like that. And
Yeah.
bro, their beards would grow from the get go. They turn
Yeah.
11, they have beards, bro. They turn 12, it's down here. So
Yeah.
there I am in friggin' grade 9 way back then, and I'm like, yo, how are these guys growing beard and I have nothing on my face whatsoever?
Literally.
Literally nothing on my
Yeah.
face. I didn't even start growing down here until grade 12, and it wasn't
Damn.
even anything. You know what I mean? There was nothing down here. My first year
It's
of
like a
university,
Sharpie, right?
yeah, first year of university, second year of university, I had nothing on the side of my face. I had like nothing up here, and I barely had anything down here.
Yeah.
Genetically wise, I'm not able to grow anything whatsoever. So to even come to the idea that I was able to grow some of this is kind of mind-boggling, kind of mind-blowing. But bro, it's so insane how well this drug works. Let me turn off my phone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so amazing how well this drug works. To think that if I started this a bit earlier, I could have had a much more fuller beard, a much bigger beard. I wish I hopped on it earlier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because now I'm just chilling and I'm like, bro,
You
really?
chilling.
Really? My next question. I don't know if I cut you off, so if I did, please feel free to keep going.
Nah, bro, you good. You good,
All right,
bro.
bad,
You
bad,
good.
bad. My next question. I was watching one of your videos, right? And I'm kind of skeptical about this one because you mentioned don't fall victim to the whole idea of shaving, while you're on minoxidil because it won't promote the same results, right? And I'm a bit skeptical about that because
Yeah.
you know how there's liquid, there's foam and whatnot. I was reading a bunch of reviews. They're saying, yeah, use foam for the first few months. It's easy to apply. It's easy to rub into your face. It's easy to use
Yeah.
overall at the beginning. You know what I mean? But as you get a fuller beard, as if just like you, how you're getting one right now, they say to switch over to liquid because they make it's easier to like apply it into your beard, like drop the
Yeah.
liquid into your beard. What do you think about that? Are you still against
I
shaving?
I mean, like, to be honest with you, bro, I am against shaving, and only because my experience the first time I shaved, it was on my week 9, and when I shaved, bro, it was like the biggest mistake ever because like I shaved and the gains. I mean, the first time it was good. Like 2-3 weeks later, the gains came out fuller than ever, right? And then like I figured I'd go for it again. I don't know why the quarantine started to hit, and then I shaved around like I don't know if it was like around I think around April, I shaved again. And that was like a huge mistake because the gains actually took weeks later. And by weeks, I'm talking like over 10, 12 weeks to just basically get down to this.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know if like, it's hard to tell if I went through shedding and stuff like that. If I did shave earlier, like those gains that I had before could have made it like, I would have noticed the difference. So I am against shaving because not necessarily does it like ruin your minoxidil gains. It's just like you don't know what your body is gonna react to it. Like sometimes your body is like your like your genetics, could be on your favor and your beard will grow full, and sometimes it could grow slow. It just like depends on how your body is already pre-programmed. You know what I mean? So like if some people shave, they can grow their beard like out like quickly because they have good genes, but my gene is not like that good to where my beard will grow like full immediately. It will at least take like 2-3 weeks or 4 weeks and stuff like that for it to like start being a lot more visible. You know what I mean? So like I know that personally how slow my beard grows, even though to some people it may be like, whoa, your beard grows faster than others. Like I feel like there's people who grow faster beard like gains in like a short amount of time, just not me.
Personally,
That's why I'm like against shaving.
I'm not claiming to be an expert in any way or form, so please don't come for me in the comments because I know you got your big ass fan base and shit like that. But I know that vellus hairs, you know how we have the stages, we have vellus, we have terminal, and like they're solidified, they're there. I know that vellus hairs aren't fully rooted, so they don't have like a full root. So I believe what you say when you say like if you shave it off, the likeliness of it coming back is going to be a lot slower because those hairs aren't thick enough to stay rooted into your face. It's kind of like cutting grass before it even fully grows. You know what I mean? Like when it's just stems.
Yeah.
It's not going to grow to its full potential unless you give it some time to grow. So personally, you're at the 6 months mark, right? you're starting to get a
8 months.
lot of 8 months,
Yeah.
My fault,
Yeah.
apologies. You're starting to
You
get a
good,
lot
brother.
of terminal hairs. You're starting to get a lot of thicker hairs. I could see that right now compared to like your friggin' 3 month video compared to now. Jeez. But the fact of the matter is that at this time, this moment where you're at, I feel like it would be beneficial to start shaving it down to a stubble, which is also what you said in your video. Trim it down to like a short stubble and just keep applying because you're gonna maximize your
Yeah.
results like that, right?
Yeah. It's a lot
Mm.
better. And you notice a lot more gains. Like, you're right, man. I didn't even think of that. You see, you bring up a good point. You are right. Like, these vellus hairs are bound to fall out at some point
Yeah.
because, like you said, it's not deeply rooted. We're
Mm.
just pushing these out so then we can get those permanent hairs to
Mm.
come in full force, which could take anywhere between 1-2 years or some. Just depends on how fast or slow our gains are coming in.
Yeah.
You feel me? But yeah, you're right. You literally know your shit, bro. You know what I mean? You're
Bro,
good.
I'm telling you, before I even started like using all of this, I watched
Yeah.
everybody. Like, I don't know if you've seen this ginger haired like guy on YouTube, but like he
I
grew
think
a
I know what
big,
you're
he grew a
talking
big
about.
massive beard. I saw
Yeah.
Austin Dunham do it. I saw
Yeah.
you do it. I saw this other guy, bald head. I don't know his name, but he's freaking
Shout
dope.
out to recruiting.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
believe.
And
Yeah.
he would shave his beard all the time, right? And I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe I should start doing that. You know what I mean? And then I
Yeah.
hopped on it, and to my surprise, it's working on my face. And when I tell you I can't grow anything, genetically, my dad doesn't have hair on his face. You know, my
Yeah.
uncles don't have hair on their face. My grandparents don't have hair on their face. And the fact that, I'm starting to like grow hair all right
Yeah.
here, and I could feel that it's starting to thicken up is mind-boggling, bro. As I said in the beginning,
Yeah.
some people, it will work even if you're not genetically gifted for it. And the reason
Yeah.
behind that is because it's a medical drug which forces hair follicles to push out in that area. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
It is wild, bro.
But the
It's
fact
like
is,
the greatest blessing ever.
some people have more follicles in certain areas. So I've also seen some people who they started using minoxidil, but it's only growing on the side of their face right here. It's only growing
Yeah.
down here on their chin strap, and it's only growing up here and like little patches down here. And at
Yeah.
the end of the day, you can't really change that about you. That's just
Yeah.
how you are. That's how you were grown. That's your genetics. You don't have many follicles on your cheeks and stuff like that. And don't feel bad about that, man. Just work with what you have. Because I know a lot of us
Exactly.
are. I know a lot of us are starting because we want that beard, but you got to realize that the beard doesn't make you who you are. Yes, some of us feel more confident about it, which is why we use it. But you can still gain, develop, and mature confidence in yourself with the right procedures. Minoxidil doesn't have to be the pavement or the paveway to your confidence. There's so many different ways. Actually, what you were saying, in some of your older videos, it was exercising, right? You want to
Yeah.
start getting into fitness. How's that been?
I mean, it's like I'm also like on the no fap journey too. So like I'm focusing on bettering myself in that aspect. And I'm basically weeks in to that. So in that aspect I did improve. But with the workout, I don't want to like lie and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I did I started flaking, but I have been putting up a lot more weight. You know what I mean? I think I was like 159 around that time. Now I'm like about to be 167-ish,
Okay.
somewhere around that
Okay,
area.
let's go.
So
Let's
like
go.
I am putting up some weight. Just the workout, I want to gradually build onto that because now I'm like focusing on the no fap. Like my last video is like specifically for like the people who are in the no fap community. I'm trying to build that audience up and get them prepared for that before I start like getting the workout and getting serious with that stuff too. But right now I'm like lagging, but I am improving other areas
See,
in my life because I feel
it's
like I'm
it's
more
so hard to
focused.
manage so many things at the same time. Like
Yeah.
personally, I started doing the nofap a while back. I lasted for like bro, 4 months.
Yeah,
It gets hard. It gets
that's
really
crazy.
hard.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's
lasted
freaking
for
good,
4 months, but like I'm just like I couldn't do this anymore. But while I was on the nofap journey, I realized so many changes in my life. I was looking at women
Exactly.
differently. I felt more confident about myself. I was walking up straight. I wasn't really looking at women as sexually as I would. And
Yeah.
that's something I also wish that I still have right now. But since I'm not on the journey, part of my brain needs that dopamine, so I do look at women sexually like that still.
Yeah.
But like that's a natural human being instinct. You know what I mean? But if I was on NoFap, I feel like it would be a completely different story. I feel like I'd be a bit more, to myself, a bit more confident, and not looking at women in the way, in that term that most men do. About minoxidil though, something I want to share with your viewers. I do fitness. I'm a fitness trainer, and one thing I noticed with fitness is that due to minoxidil, it does raise your blood pressure slightly. And the problem with
Hey,
that
can
is
you
that,
repeat that? Sorry, man.
yeah, no worries. The problem with minoxidil is that it does raise your blood pressure slightly, and that can cause heart palpitations, right? That can cause you to be lightheaded, cause you to have headaches. So I stopped doing fitness for around 2 months so that I can start using minoxidil so I can get my body used to minoxidil. I'm only recently getting back into the fitness thing after a few weeks and whatnot. But I wanted to play it as safe as possible, and it was the only thing I could really do was not do fitness, because I tried doing it. I would start sweating like really fast. I would get headaches. I would be very drowsy, very tired, and at times it felt like I was losing my breath. And that was mainly because my body was adapting to the drug. Just like any drug you ever take, your body has to take time. Your body has to adapt to that drug. Your body has to overcome that drug. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, your cells are all fighting against it, because it's an unknown source. So you got to give your body time before, you know, commit back to that fitness thing. What's your application process like? Like, how do you usually apply it?
So like I apply it like twice a day, you know, and the consistency is like really hard though, because like you will build up a habit over time. Like the first few weeks you may not be as consistent, but then over time, like you're gonna get there. But when you do get there, the thing that does suck is like there's going to be days when you're going to be super busy and you can barely squeeze in like those 2 applications. And when you cannot squeeze in those 2 applications like you normally do, that's when the problem arises, because sometimes you'll go days or sometimes even a week or 2 without applying it, because you're going to look at it as something that just seems like a chore and something that doesn't have an end to it. But it's a journey and there's always a finish line, but we tend to forget it. I do. I haven't been derma rolling as strong as I normally do. Biotin, I basically gave up on. So all I have left right now is like just minoxidil, you know, and I'm trying to be as consistent as possible. And I'm not a guy who likes the foam, and I bought the 3-month supply, and so I'm just feeling like it's not working as well. So I don't know. I'm like too skeptical about it, even though I know they have like they're about the same effect. I got so used to the, you know, liquid. So
one thing that I noticed is that once we like start seeing a bit of progress, like even like the beard that you have right now, once we start seeing that hair on the side of our face, it's easy for us to trick ourselves like, maybe I don't need minoxidil anymore. Maybe I don't need to be using this product anymore. And I promise you, do not stop, because that's when the shedding is going to start. That's when you're going to start seeing hairs fall out. That's when you're going to start seeing those patches start appearing. And the reason behind that is because you're not being as consistent. You're not doing what you did when you first started doing. Because remember, when you first started doing it, your body was adapting to that application. So when you take that away, what do you think is going to happen? Your body's going to search for it. Like, where is it? It's the same thing with drugs, nicotine, cocaine, anything like that. You do it for a certain period of time, and then you stop. Your body wants it. So, and as they say, when you're using minoxidil, they say use it for, say, 6 months up to a year. But while you're like getting off of minoxidil, don't just stop right away. You know, don't just stop in one day. You have to gradually take it down. So if you're doing 2 applications a day, do 1 application a day, you know, and then 1 application but half that dosage. And maybe that again, 1 application but quarter that half dosage, and so on until you're just done. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I'll catch you guys next time.
She don't wanna say that she cried. I ain't wanna say that I'm glad. Cruising down the street in my Lambo. She don't wanna talk about this tempo.